Cups Milwaukee. I'm Nick Fordio, one of the co-organizers of 1 Million Cups, along with Brian Mayer, who's behind the camera, and Camille Mortimer, who's in the back there, and Abby Taubner, who's unable to be here today. So how many of you are here at 1 Million Cups for the first time? Awesome. Welcome. Welcome to our community. We're here every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. getting the start of community caffeinated. Today, first actually I want to thank our sponsors, so Jake from One Page Accounting, who covers our coffee, keeps us caffeinated, as well as Nation Consulting, who helps pick up the coffee and make sure it makes itself here for us, and then Brian from Little Studio Creative. Did I get that right? Cool. Who's behind the camera for us every week. And so now, if you follow us on Twitter at 1 Million Cups MKE, we'll tweet out later in the week's presentation if you're unable to make it. And past presentations actually are on our website, so that's a really cool new feature to kind of expand the reach of the 1 Million Cups community here in Milwaukee. Yes, please tweet, by the way, during this presentation. If you're on Twitter, 1 Million Cups MKE, we also use the hashtag 1MCMKE as a hashtag, and we'll retweet you. So we do not have a clicker.
Arsenal, do you want to hop on here and be?
So today we have two presenters, and both of these teams are student entrepreneur-led teams that are participating in the Commons program. So if you're unfamiliar with the Commons program, we're based here at Ward 4. I'm one of the co-founders. Another co-founder, Dave Zochman's in the back here today. And the Commons is focused on attracting, developing, and retaining the brightest entrepreneurial minds here in Southeast Wisconsin. We do this by supporting student entrepreneurs with ideas. We help them form teams around a startup and get it kick-started. Or we've partnered with some of the region's largest employers like Kohl's, Briggs & Stratton, Manpower, Direct Supply to connect students to innovation opportunities within those companies. So they're bringing real-world business problems and having teams of students develop solutions. Our demo day for the Commons is actually this Sunday, right here at Ward 4 from 4:30 to 7 p.m. And all of you are welcome to join us if you follow the Commons on Twitter or email me or come up to me. I can get you an invite to that event. And you'll see John and Davis, who are presenting today, as well as the 11 other student startup and corporate innovation teams present what they've been working on this semester. So it's a really cool event. So without further ado, we've got John O'Connell here from Vozilo.
Yes.
He's going to be our first presenter.
Cool. So,
thanks for stopping by.
Hi guys, like Matt said, I'm John O'Connell. I'm a freshman student at Marquette University, and our company is Vozilo. We are a customer engagement platform that goal is to revolutionize the relationship between auto dealerships and their customers. So the auto service industry, there's 453 auto dealerships in Wisconsin, 16,000 across the United States, each of which is averaging around $5.5 million in their parts and service department. Out of that $5.5 million, that generally speaking makes up around 14% of their total revenues going into most dealerships. But out of that 14% makes up 40 to 50% of the gross profit margins. So the parts and service department within the auto dealership, within individual auto dealerships, is truly vital to the vitality of the business. After doing research with around 6 different auto dealerships on top of Harley-Davidson's corporate headquarters and also on top of various consumer insights, we identified 2 main problems within the auto service industry that people were most intimidated by. Those being timeliness and transparency. When somebody's car breaks down, they're worried that they're going to be stuck for days, for weeks. They don't know when their car is going to get fixed. Transparency, a lot of times with auto dealerships, people are worried that they're going to be charged obscene amounts of money and they don't really know what they're going to be charged for. So with our service, we're hoping to help alleviate 2 of those problems. So our solution, we offer timeliness and transparency by allowing people to instantly book service through our iOS application and know exactly what they're getting and at exactly what price. People get their application once they buy their car or when they go in for service into the dealerships. and they're instructed to download it, and from there can instantly book service and stay in easy contact with their dealerships. Our business model, we're hoping to take 3 to 8% off of every dollar that is earned through our application. So if we were to generate $1 million of sales through our application, that would be worth around $30,000 to $80,000 per dealership, and using our total addressable market for Wisconsin would be worth around $22 million for the state of Wisconsin. And in terms of scalability, we could scale into other markets around the country. In other industries, obviously this platform is pretty basic. We can go into pretty much any industry you can imagine that, with the same core problems that the auto industry has. And we can also expand our product line as well. So very basic to the point. And our ask, we're currently looking and scouting for top technical talent in the area, preferably Iowa based. But yeah, so that's my company. Very simple, very to the point. So I'd love to feed any questions, basic questions from anybody.
What's in it for the dealership? Why would they want to use your platform?
The dealership want to use our platform because we believe if we allow them to build relationships with their customers and to give them customers an easy access to book service, that it can ultimately increase their service revenue.
Are you going to be able to integrate with their system at all?
Yeah, it's very basic integration actually. Most of them use Xtime to manage all of their
Appointments?
Yeah, all of their appointments, and with our platform, it's a pretty simple integration. Sue, want to go first?
Just a question, you can kind of follow up on
Yeah.
that. Some of the major dealerships already have online appointments.
Yes, absolutely.
So are you looking at replacing that platform?
We're more so going for iOS to start out with. There isn't really a streamlined app service to book service. Most of it's actually booked online, like you said.
Yeah.
And one key statistic that we did find was that only 14% of their services, on average, generally around the country, are being booked online. So we're hoping to increase that statistic.
So does your platform then look between dealers, or is it specific to a dealer?
It'd be white labeled.
So it is white label?
Yes, yes.
So what is white label?
White label means, so back on here, we have a prototype as well, but all of these logos and whatnot, it would be like Tom Jones Chevy or what have it be, and the color coordination would be to whatever dealership it happens to be.
So the consumer is not cross-shopping their options, like
No,
3 different Ford dealerships, who's got the best schedule time, who's got the best price?
no, absolutely. It'd be the place that they buy their car, hopefully. Yes.
How are you coordinating this with their system?
Is
it automatic or do they?
It would be automatic, yeah, there's a little bit of-
Do they have to enter separately into your system?
No, it would be a little bit of a setup process behind it, but it's a fairly simple integration process with whatever existing system that they have. Does that help?
They're willing to, you have to sell them on incorporating, let your system talk to their system.
Right, absolutely. So it's a little bit of a process, absolutely.
How far along in it are you?
I'm sorry?
But I'll just ask the question.
No, I'm sorry.
No, just continue.
No. So we're pre-revenue. We'll hopefully be launched in the spring.
Do you have any MOUs or any other agreements with dealers who have said we want to use this service?
Nothing signed. My godfather is in the family that owns one of the largest dealerships in the Chicagoland area.
Okay.
So that's where I kind of got the premise behind it. And I've been in and out of his string of dealerships, which is what kind of led me to the idea I have now. And then also, my next door neighbor actually is the daughter of the largest luxury dealership in the Chicagoland area. So.
Who's the decision maker on this? Is it the service manager? Is it the dealership owner? I mean, where's the person who says we want to use this service?
It would ultimately probably be the dealership owner. It would be the dealership owner because it'd be a lot of back-end integration with that too, which wouldn't be for the service. That
Their
would
whole
be a
team.
substitute. I'm sorry?
Their whole team you have to deal with.
Right, absolutely.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
I started talking while I was raising my hand.
Yeah.
I just want to understand. So you basically come to the dealership and you say, here's an app that you can use with your logo and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help you to maintain your relationship with your customers.
Absolutely.
It's not something that you're selling out to the public.
Mhm.
It's something that you're selling to the dealer.
Right, it's business to business.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do the manufacturers have anything right now? I mean, that they're pushing out, so if you're a Ford dealer, does Ford have something for the dealer network?
Through all of our research, our closest competitor would be like a Salesforce kind of deal, but there really isn't a white labeled iOS, universal app that's being provided to the dealerships. Our closest competitor would be like an Xtime. And it wouldn't actually be an Xtime, it would be like the simple online booking services that some dealerships already provide as it is, but which in effect through our research aren't as effective as they could be.
They're pretty weak.
Yeah, exactly. So we're trying to make it a little bit easier for people to be able to book service.
Kind of look like they were written in DOS or something.
So for the person who's, booking service standing by the road, are you really imagining that that is how that will happen?
Well, it would probably be some sort of a conversation before that happening. It depend on probably the type of service that's happening. If it's a little bit more intense, it'll probably be a phone call or two. But we think for more of the simple services, the oil changes, what have it be, we think using our application would be very simple, regardless of where you are.
So it strikes me that there might be times when this is a place for upselling
Mm-hmm.
of all sorts of interesting things that people who are waiting.
Mm-hmm.
They're all upselling stuff, so.
Yeah.
Right.
You mean like a Jimmy John's delivery?
Yeah, maybe, a Jimmy
Like a
John's
movie.
delivery. That's a really good idea, actually, as long as you're having a problem.
Yeah.
But actually, I was thinking of a product from the dealership,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my sense too. Is there a push strategy or component to this as well? Because a lot of the dealers will remind you of maintenance that is, coming up, and you can just click and get an appointment or what have you. So
That actually brings up a big point too. A feature that we're looking to integrate, which I actually found through a lot of different market research, is when people are actually driving in their cars, that when they're within a mile or two of the dealership, they could actually have a notification ping to their phone saying, "Hey, you're past due for an oil change. Come on in now for half off your service."
Yeah.
Something like that, just because a lot of times it is a instantaneous decision to go in and have your car serviced.
Is there a screen of this that shows me what I've done in the past so that I can, as the user, I can keep track of it is time for, or the last thing I did was, and here's what the cost was, so I can see and do or schedule those kinds of things?
Yeah, absolutely. There would be. We just have a basic prototype as it is now, but that would definitely be a feature that would be included in the final
There'd be a
product.
history.
I'm sorry?
There'd be a history of
Yeah.
their service.
Yes, absolutely.
And is there gonna be a screen for selecting the services that you want done?
Yeah, we wanted to kind of keep it basic up here, but I have a prototype on my phone too, where you'd be able to, we hope be able to provide probably the top 10 most basic services. And then for more complex services, we have another screen up here too, which will let people actually instantaneously text their mechanic or easily call their dealership to kind of figure out the more complex services as well.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get paid? And I saw the percentage.
Yes.
but What's the incentive for the dealer that you go into that is satisfied with their current system of booking?
Mhm.
Now they have to give up a percentage to you.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
How do you overcome that obstacle?
How do we overcome that obstacle? Because we believe if people have access to this white label. Well, first of all, dealerships aren't in the technology business for a reason. I mean, they're into the car business. So if they have a service like us that's just focusing on the tech side of things, and it's going to give customers a really simple solution to be able to book service. And obviously, we're in the kind of era where the people are looking for instant gratification. We provide a service that will let people seamlessly, book their maintenance and ultimately will increase their revenues. I think that would be a great sell to get in the door. So another big point too, after going through different conversations, a lot of dealerships, what they're looking for is a track record. So in the beginning, we might have to offer it for the first year free or something, just to show them the results, and then from there, be able to charge based upon how well we do. Let's go you first.
So you mentioned that there were other industries that you thought you could white label that too.
Oh, absolutely.
What else do you see?
It can go as far as retail. If people are trying to book, they have a suit fitted, and you can go into.
So any service industry.
Really, any kind of service industry.
Restaurants.
Restaurants as well. Yeah, it's very simple. Yeah, and I saw your hand up over here.
Yeah, I was just saying, on your revenue model, you were saying it was like 5 to 8% on the total sale of the, so let's say it came in for oil change and then it turned into $1,000 worth of service, you get $80 off that $1,000?
Yes, absolutely.
I think you're gonna run into a little bit of a problem that the dealerships are going to be saying to you, look, you're giving me an app here, and in exchange, you want 3 to 8% of money that I'm making anyway,
Okay.
which is a lot.
Well, it'd actually be on, additional revenue. It wouldn't be on existing revenue.
They would be using,
You're making a great point, because right now if I call,
right.
instead of calling, I use your app.
No, I mean, the dealership is going to be using this app
Yeah.
to give it to their current clients and say, hey, we've got this new app, stay with us. And then you're gonna say to them, well, all these clients that you already have, now we want to start taking 3 to 8% of that in exchange for this app.
Okay.
The question is, how is the dealership gonna look at that? Is
Okay.
this gonna make my life easier? Will they be able to reduce the number of staff that they have, and which will, bring in the money that they're looking for as a benefit from this? That's number one. Number two, you may want to take into consideration the possibility of, like you said, somebody needing roadside assistance.
Right.
You may want to see, depending on the type of car, where similar dealerships are located where that person might
Okay.
be.
Gotcha.
The third thing is, just a quick thing, I just did a quick Google search and I see that there are other apps that do exactly the same thing pretty much. So what's going to differentiate you from these other apps, like for example, Driver Connect, which is introducing Driver Connect, the industry-leading dealer-branded mobile app created by the Kelly Group. So how are you going to compete with them? What's going to make you better?
Well, one key point that we kind of left out here, just because it's still a refining process, is the data analytics behind all this. So there would be an additional iPad screen as well that's going to actually track each and every interaction, whether it be phone call, email, text message, from the consumer to the dealership as well. So from there, when on the screen, it'll be able to, like I said, list every single interaction, and then over a specific time period, we'll be able to tell the dealership. Are you cutting me off?
Well, keep going.
Okay, it would be able to inform the dealership, okay, these are the most effective ways to reach out to your customers. This is what you're doing already, this is what your competitors are doing. And here's another slew of products that we can offer to hopefully increase your interaction of sorts. I didn't want to include that because we're still refining that process out.
So we end every presentation with one question, which is, what is the thing that the 1 Million Cups community can do to help you and Vozilo grow?
Yeah, we're looking for tech talent right now. So people, iOS background preferably, but as I'm sure you guys know, Milwaukee's a little bit more sparse than other places in the country in terms of technical talent, but that's what we're really going out there looking for right now.
Are you looking for equity talent or money?
It would be equity to start out with.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, John, for stopping by. Up next, we've got, can I give John?